안녕하세요, 저는 오키입니다, and welcome to today's video where we are going to be reacting again for the first time in quite a while to our boys 2PM. And today, this is episode 4 of Show Me the Artist, and basically, for those of you guys who are returning or haven't seen this series over here on the channel before, it's essentially a series where I get shown artists by you guys, and as a result, in turn, show you guys artists as well. So it's a bit of a give and take. Now, basically, Show Me the Artist is a series that is essentially just like a deep dive for me, and it's about diving further into artists that I've either already listened to a little bit, but want to get into a little bit more, or know absolutely literally nothing about, and want to get to know for the first time. Now, 2PM, I'm actually familiar with. To say that I know them well is a little bit of a stretch, but I know them well enough to know that they are an absolutely iconic boy group. Literally, like, they are still around, they still make absolutely incredible music, like Make It, and the album last year was literally one of my favorites that wound up coming out of last year just in general, and some of those B-sides I still listen to today, and in fact actually lately have been listening to quite a lot, which has in part actually gone ahead and spurred this video. Now, of course, 2PM, they're still active, they're still doing stuff, but you know, it's not like they're necessarily dropping comebacks every couple of months. So that is, of course, one reason why I haven't been around back to 2PM in quite some time. But the main reason is just because I know that there might be some hottest, especially who are still subscribed to the channel, who are still following along, might be wondering, well, where's 2PM been? Like, why is it taking us so long to get back around here? Long story short, last year I was restructuring a lot of my content. I used to do Gen Tuesdays, and I found that relatively difficult to keep up with. I felt like I was kind of like, if I kept on going with it, that it was going to be like forcing it, and I never like doing that. I don't like forcing reactions and all of that type of stuff. And you know, naturally being in the 4th generation, and you know, still having 3rd gen groups coming out and lots of different music dropping all the time, it's really just a matter of time rather than interest. But I listen to 2PM quite a lot, and that is part of the reason why today I want to start listening to them even more and expanding my horizons with them a little bit more. Now, today we've got 6 videos. We've got Again and Again, which is a song that I feel like I've heard bits and pieces of in variety shows literally fucking everywhere, but I've never heard the entire song. And then, of course, I'll Be Back. Now, I'll Be Back, I'm not familiar with at all. Now, when I say Again and Again, I'm familiar with. Familiar just means that, like, I've heard it on some shows. I think I recently heard part of it on Earth Arcade, and then I was like, this song, like, I've been meaning to listen to that, so that's partially spurred that. And then we've actually got 2 members solos that we're going to be listening to as well. Now, Junho is my fucking guy, bro. I absolutely love this man's voice, and yes, the Idols covering stuff is partially one of the examples that I'm using, Sunny. Junho is absolutely incredible, and I know that some of you guys have actually been wanting to get me to listen to his solo stuff for quite some time, so we're going to be checking out No Shadow today and Think About You, and then after that we have got Junho as well. So Junho's with Feel, and then also Instant Love. So we've got a little bit of a diversity today with 2PM, and I'm really pumped for that, and I hope that you guys are too. Of course, if you enjoy the vibes and you want to see more of this type of stuff, especially more 2PM over here, because it is always coming. Wild Beat will be finished at some point, I promise that as well. Then do feel free, of course, to subscribe over here if you do happen to enjoy the vibes. But let's kick off episode 4 with a bang, bro. We have got Again and Again, massive old like, full screen, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, this was when Jay was still around as well. That much we know. I actually, just really quickly, I scrolled to the first comment or something here too, and it literally said 480p music video with 1080p music, and low-key, I can already agree with that. Anyway, let's restart it. Apologies. These old MVs, they kind of don't ever really lack for me, you know? It's not like they need to be 4K. It just kind of amplifies the nostalgia. Ooh, choreo is fire, what? bro. As expected, we sound amazing. Right? Let me just check the volume real quick. Yo, we go. Junho, I love you, bro. Dude, you know what's crazy? They still look exactly the same too. Like, that's so wild. Get it, Jay? Sheesh. Idol Jay hits way different. That haircut too, damn. Ooh. Hey, hey. Dude, these outfits though, not gonna lie. Screaming second gen, damn. What was this anyway, 2008? Song's a banger, bro. Bro, time to pop off, bro. Pop off, Taegyeon, let's go, bro. Hey, man, two members I've recently started paying way more attention to as well are Tonsong and Nickun, bro. I feel like Junho and Wooyoung are probably like my main dudes. Ooh, the footwork, sheesh. Bro, this choreo is so fire. Hey. Dude, the choreo is fire. I love this song, man, honestly. Hold up. Let me add that in real quick. 2 p.m. again and again. Yeah, I vibed the hell out of that, man. I vibed the hell out of it. I mean, the chorus is the main... Like, the hook is the main thing all the time, right? Oh! We're not done? Bitch, what the fuck? Bro, what? Ooh! Bro, second gen for choreo was really something different, bro. Was that Wooyoung at the end, bro? Bro, that's wild. I thought we'd straight on moved on to I'll Be Back. I was like, oh, the YouTube thing didn't even pop up, like, because usually it pops up with like the bar to say, oh yeah, I'll be back. Like, I didn't even expect that. Oh god damn, bro, that's crazy. That's fucking wild. Yeah, Annie, this is Show Me the Artist episode 4, bro. Damn, bro. Anyway, I'll be back. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah, dude, I miss acrobatics in a lot of choreo. I mean, the boys remind me of that a lot now, but damn. 2 p.m, Infinite, Got 7. Fuck. Groups like this went off. We're looking very dramatic here. Oh, damn, the makeup. The eye makeup. Holy. Ah, shit.
I'll be back. 넌 다시 나를 찾을
오.
거야.
Ooh.
그때 다시 내가 올 거야.
Uh.
누구도 너를 나보다 사랑할 순 없기에.
Ooh. Oh, I vibe this already.
갑자기 이러면 어떡해 난 어떻게 하란 말이야 네가 도대체 어떻게 일어나 네가 날
Yeah.
영원히 사랑할
It's
거란 말 믿어
kinda dark, dramatic. Get it, Tansong. Kill it, bro. Also, what's this after J? Dude. 2K whatever is on your face, bro. Looking pretty pog. Is it makeup? It's not. Second gen, we had so many love problems, for real. Ooh, no, nah, 우리. Damn. Bro, the drama is so real. The vocals seem very raw too. Like, I love it. Very raw and unedited. Ugh.
멋지게 남자답게 놓아줄게 그리고 너 귀찮게 하지 않게 말없이 저 뒤에서 죽은 듯이 섰어 바라볼게 너는 모르게 그냥 멀리서 아주 많이 떨어졌어 나의 존재를 네가 완전히 잊어버리게
Hey, hey.
But you better know that I'm not giving you away
Let's fucking go.
I'm your boy
I'm your boy, you my girl. Bro. I know I said that they haven't changed one bit, but they look so much more baby here, bro. Oh, it's like a strap. Okay. They look so much more baby, bro. Damn, dude. Tansong's choreo. Like the shuffle. Damn, bro. Yeah, 12 years is wild. You know... Okay, hold up. And we have another dance break. Was this just normal for them? Woo! Shit, bro, what? Oh my god! What? Bro, for what? Like, relax? That's crazy. That's crazy, right? You do all of that, then you need to sing. That's wild. Yeah, imagine them doing it now. I mean, I think they could, but yeah, they just don't do these types of dances anymore at all. You don't see that type of stuff in K-pop now. I mean, you know, naturally, I think K-pop has evolved a lot too, but it's just so interesting to see the types of trends and also just what was considered like normal and standard at the time. Because I mean, like very much so, like around I'll Be Back era, like I was not into K-pop at this time at all. Like I came in a solid 4 years after this. Like 2010 I was in grade 9, and in grade 9 I'm pretty sure I was 15 when this came out, man. Like seriously, it's kind of crazy how they're just doing these types of like they're essentially like vaulting and, you know, doing all of these different types of choreos, which is so different. And now we see a lot of that type of stuff. I think not left out per se. You do see acrobatics, but only really from certain groups, and even then I think a lot of it is like scaled down purely just because, as we're saying, it's like, you know, injury related stuff too. I mean, there's very high physical like a risk to the person, so, you know, naturally I can understand that. I was really sad when, you know, like GOT7 stopped doing like a lot of acrobatics, even though you know that they're incredibly capable. But dude, I gotta say, I love it. Like Again and Again and I'll Be Back, two very different types of flavors, but also funnily enough too, I feel like one thing that I've noticed with 2PM as I continue to listen to their music just in general, but even like even when, you know, I listen to Make It and I listen to some of their other songs, they've just got their own flavor, you know? Like they've just got their own flavor, and I feel like it's just, you can tell what is a 2PM song and what isn't, if that makes sense. Like I feel like 2PM, their musical identity is very strong, and also on top of that, to a certain extent too, they've never really lost that either, because even with Make It, I could still see how you could relate Make It back to Again and Again and I'll Be Back. I'm not saying that they're like similar songs or anything, but you can definitely still tell that they're the same artist, if that makes sense. Like they really have a very strong and almost like a very persuasive musical identity too. I feel like you fall for them really easily. But anyway, Junho, we're gonna listen to his solo stuff now. We don't know anything about his stuff at all. I've never heard any of 2PM's solo stuff, so I'm really excited for that. But Junho's No Shadow, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Let's go. Are we getting hip hop?
No way. No, she's gone. Ain't no shadows. Baby, I don't know.
Are we getting hip hop?
No, but I got to know it's over. Yeah, 매일이 힘들어. 아직도 옆에 네가 있는 것만 같아. 너무 익숙했던 건지 날 만지던 손길 아직도 느껴졌다.
Bro, this reminds me of Winner and Mino, bro. Damn. Oh damn. The drip, bro. Ain't no
shadows, no. Now I ain't got no shadows.
No, I ain't got no. Damn, that growl to his voice.
There ain't no baby, when you're gone.
It reminds me of Mino's.
I've been chilling with my homies. I've been drinking all day, all night. 내가 뭐라던 간에 그녀는 내 옆에서 가만히 서 너무나 당연히 내 옆에 있어줄 존재라 생각했어.
Yo, that transition was clean as fuck. That was clean as fuck, bro. That was clean as hell, audibly and visually. This reminds me of Mino's mom, bro, Body.
있어줄 존재라 생각했어.
Bro, the way he's like switching in and out of like singing rap, singing, and that like melodic rap.
Now I ain't got no shadows. There ain't
Yo, I'll actually playlist, bro. That's crazy. I'd playlist this for sure.
어둠 속에 비친 나의 그림자 보이지 않지만 널 느낄 수 있어 내 옆자리를 지켜준 그림자
Hey, hey. Hey. The lyrics. Dude, the instrumental. Ain't no. It's like this, like it's like sexy R&B, bro. Ain't no shadows.
Now I ain't got no shadows. There ain't no 외로운 날 괴롭히는 이 밤도 baby when you're gone.
Fuck, man, I did not expect that. Low-key, because of how much of an incredible vocalist he is, I thought instead that, like, I mean, this is like very stereotypical, but I thought maybe we would get something that's going to be like a little bit more of like a vocal flex, maybe something that's just like a lot prettier, maybe something like a lot more, how can I put it, like ballady, but no, like we literally get like this very sexy, like body rolling type energy. The best thing that I can compare it to is Song Minho's mom, so Body, because I mean, if anyone is aware or knows of, you know, Minho, right? So from Winner, I heard that song and I was like, holy fuck, what? I listened to that shit and I was like, oh my God, when it came out. And it really reminds me of that. It's like, you just kind of like get drunk on the beat and you really just get very entranced. And it, like, he's 100% got you trapped. I absolutely loved that. No Shadows was lit, but Think About You, I don't know. He could do the same thing again, but who fucking knows at this point? So I'm pumped. 3, 2, 1, let's go. No regrets. My man in VR. All the vibes. Is he in a straitjacket?
아니면 난 너무 어렸었나 봐. 근데 말야 어떻게 나 이제 와서 느껴지는 나의 무책임함 속에 널 아프게 했고 그런 날 넌 지키려
Dude, the drip, the hi-hats.
Baby, I miss you. I miss you, girl. 돌아보면 바보 같지만 난 다시 그 자리에 I think about you. Do you think about me?
What? Huh? Wait. Relax. Like, how the fuck do we go from like No Shadows to then boom, 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 boom? Like, how the fuck, bro? Like, please? Can I have some continuity? Can I have some continuity, please? Oh my God. Help. Ah.
Do you think about me?
I am today. Damn, bro. His vocals fit it. Oh my God. Hello? His vocals fit this perfectly. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Bro, is this a ride? I deadass have a headache. I just threw my head around a little bit too much. Dang. Put that shirt on. It is meant to be worn, not off you. I ain't complaining though. Don't listen to me. Bro, his personal taste is so my style. Also that run. Ugh. The MVs I love too. Everything's my style. Fuck. Think about me.
Still think about you. You still think about me. 그때 그 시간 그 자리로 지금 너에게로 가고 있어. I spend my days and nights. I think about you, think about you. You ain't know.
We couldn't. Okay.
Baby, still think about you. I spend my days and nights every time I think about you. Every time I think of you.
I love that. Every time I think about you. Like the growl he gets in his voice is so sexy, bro. Bro, I will not forget this song. Shout it. Think about me. Dude, these vocal ad-libs. This song's fucking insane.
I'm still.
Man, I still think about you. I'm so sad. Takes off his shirt. Mr. No. I agree. No. Okay. Hello? Got7? Am I, huh? Is that Junho? What? Alright, look. Hang on a second. Well, Junho is 100% going in my playlist. Fuck. Think about you. I didn't know what the hell that was about to develop into, but God. That just kind of took off. You know, the crazy part about that song was that it took off and it kept going. Like, literally, we took off. We went 0 to 60 real quick, but then we went 60 to 100 even quicker. And then we actually didn't ever ease off the gas. Like, not one point throughout that entire song did we even remotely step off or ease off that pedal. We just kept going. And at some points we went even faster. And I was like, oh my God. Damn. Look, No Shadow is a vibe, but Think About You for sure. I think is probably my favorite out of the two. Think About You, actually, I think is probably my favorite out of the 4 songs that we've heard so far. I know they're all very different because, you know, 2 are obviously group songs that are from long ago. And then Think About You, of course, is a solo song and, you know, is actually relatively recent. Let's put it that way. But damn, like, oh God, that was wild. I definitely need to check out way more of his music. I don't know how many albums or how many titles he has. But do let me know down in the comments for those of you guys commenting later, not necessarily Twitch chat, but for those of you guys commenting later who happen to be watching this VOD later, do let me know if he's got any more on top of that as well. I know I could just obviously do a search myself too, but I'd love to know what he's got as far as title tracks and MVs are concerned. I don't know how much solo music all of the members have, hence the fact that this is just a little bit of a deep dive, but God damn. Anyway, we have got Junho with Feel, Korean version. So I'm guessing there's either a Japanese version. I was going to say maybe an English version, but Japanese is much more highly likely considering 2PM's popularity in Japan. Is this Got7? This looks like A era for Got7 for sure, but massive old light, full screen, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Is that Got7? No. Yes. Oh, it's Junho. It is. Okay, I'm not cooked. All right. I thought I was cooked. Damn. When did that say? 2013? 2014. Okay. Damn, the fact that this shit's 8 years old, but 2014 doesn't seem like it was that long ago is kind of crazy. Let's go.
JH.
JH.
This is how we do. Drop the beat.
Very different. Sound-wise. Oh my god.
I can't believe it.
Bro, what? What? Bro, what? Yeah, right? I was low-key just wondering the same thing, but wasn't sure if I was getting my years mixed up. Very different musically, bro. I like that. Oh, very different. A lot lighter, a lot more clubby. This actually reminds me specifically a lot more of 2PM sound. But if I'm not wrong, doesn't he actually have quite a few credits on 2PM's music? Oh, trap. Oh, transition lit. Like this feels a lot more 2PM. Hey, hey. I don't mind the song, man. Very different to what I was expecting though, but damn. I love the transitions in the music video. Also, bro, just gonna say it again, even though it's blatantly obvious, Taeyang's wife is so beautiful, bro. She's stunning. Is she wearing Versace there? No. Or it said Versace. I really like this part. Like that more trap type feel. But the chorus and the verses are a lot brighter, a little more dramatic. So I vibe it.
Can you feel my love? 네 안에서 자유를 느껴 널 보고 있으면 모든 걱정이 사라져 지난 시간들의 아픈 기억들도 너 때문에 잊을 수 있어
She's just like
그대로 영원히 함께 Don't let go of my hand
I vibe it, man. Definitely not a favorite, but it's bopping. Just before we get to the part, nah, JK, you ain't seeing shit. Damn. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's very much it's very much not the style that I would generally listen to. Like, I mean, if it's Korean version, then I maybe imagine it wasn't written in Korean initially, or was it written in Japanese first, or whatever. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and search. Let's search Junho feel. I mean, it says feel Japanese, so I'm gonna guess that the other iteration of it is Japanese, and if that's the case, then maybe it just sounds way different and maybe better in Japanese, because I know some songs when they're translated, they don't really necessarily sound the same. Like, there's plenty of examples that we could go off based on that. But yeah, the beat reminds me a lot of 2PM. I do just want to say as well too, feel free of course to correct me with credits on 2PM's discography with Junho as well too, because I know that Junkei and Junho actually do quite a lot just in general anyway, and I've always done quite a lot with music regardless. But I think from one of the guides I watched last year that it said something very similar to that. So I don't know whether I'm just thinking that in my head or whether or not that happens to actually be the case. But if that's the case, then it feels a lot like that 2 p.m. sound anyway, that very second gen 2 p.m. sound. So like I like it for that at least, but you know, very different. Maybe it's just the fact that it came straight after Think About You, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. So I'll probably wind up listening to Feel at a bit of a different time, because I do want to maybe just see whether or not I feel differently about it later. The Whiplash was kind of crazy, but maybe it'll be a nice buffer because Instant Love is up next. So, 'tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. A.L. Tennyson. Absolutely. Massive old like. Full screen. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ooh. Sana? Sana? See, this is already very different. I think I'd like this a lot more. Ugh. I like this a lot more. Just it's got a bit more character to it. Man, Sana's so cute. Ugh. Damn, he ignoring her. That ain't the way, bro. Shit. This very like other dimensional type stuff with the way they're editing the MV too. I like it. It feels way more creative. Out on my side, out on my mind. Oh, he's got more too. Okay, excellent. You know what? Yeah, that wound up a lot better, I think, for me. Honestly, Sang Sang we know he has got as well. We're not going to listen to that today. Yeah, look, honestly, Instant Love I liked a lot more. I think Feel was good. Maybe it's just the timing and kind of what it's sandwiched between. I mean, if you think about it, Instant Love and Think About You are two incredibly creative songs, like incredibly creative songs as far as that's concerned. So of course, naturally, it's going to be quite different. But yeah, I honestly really enjoyed this dive, bro. Like, I think that I got to learn a lot more about 2 p.m. just in general as a group, but also like delving into the members more specifically a little bit more, I feel is always something which is going to be a good idea. And I'm really glad that I got to see that, you know, in a group that already has a very strong musical identity, like I was talking about earlier, it's so cool to see that when they do their own solo stuff, they're also very different, and they actually, you know, significantly different from how their actual group sounds too. Like, you know, I'm glad to hear that Junho and Junho sound very, very, very different, you know, to the group sound just in general. I think Junho's sound I probably wind up vibing with more. It's just kind of more down my, like up my alley. It's a lot sexier. It's kind of crazy. It's very like in his own bag, very extremely creative, which I really, really, really like. Not saying that Junho's isn't. It's literally just based on, you know, these two songs, and it definitely not comparing them both against each other either. It's just they've both got very different styles, and I think that Junho's appeals to me a little bit more just based off the two songs that I've heard. That being said, though, Instant Love is an instant win for me because it's very creative. It feels very, very different. I love that, like, boom, 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 and like that little bit of distortion that we get, that echo, those effects that we wind up getting on their voices, and the MV was really nice too. Feel is probably the only one that I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't know about it, out of all of these 6 songs that we've listened to today. And then, of course, going back to the actual group music, again and again, it was great to actually, you know, finally hear that and really enjoy it and appreciate it for what it was. And I'll Be Back, I actually really quite liked as well too. Very dramatic, very emo, very emotional, and I like that a lot. I think the thing that surprised me the most about the group MVs though was the choreography that you get at the end. They're like 3, 2, 1, and then I was like, oh, what? Like, I remember I was just looking over here, reading the chat really quickly, like fixing something on Twitch, and then it's like 3, 2, 1, and I was like, oh, next song, okay, cool. And then no, we're just doing a dance break for Again and Again, which was absolutely fire. But yeah, man, 2PM is a group that I really want to get into a lot more. It'll be, of course, just a journey that I take at my own pace. So I hope that you guys who do want to stick it out with me do decide to stick it out with me, as well. So do feel free to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the vibes and you do want to carry on with some more 2PM just in future in general, because I will be reacting to more of them over here. It's just not going to be set as to when. There will be more Patreon content inevitably coming for them at some point too, such as album listens and all of that type of stuff too. We will wind up getting back to that. As I said at the start though, of course, I restructured a lot of my content and just the way that I approach stuff from older groups. Essentially, I just kind of want to take my time. It's not like they're going anywhere, and nor will their discographies or their reality/variety appearances. And that is probably one of the reasons why I'm really glad that we've got Show Me the Artist, that series, because, you know, we can wind up diving and dipping into really anything, whether it be past or present. And I'm really happy that we got to share this one with you guys today too. So I just want to say thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Do feel free to let me know what you thought of the series in this episode, so episode 4, down in the comments below, and which of these songs happens to be your favorite too. If you can say everything, then that is a-okay, but I think for sure, Think About You, No Shadow, and probably Again and Again are my main favorites, my main takeaways from this one that I'll likely playlist. I think I'll playlist I'll Be Back too. And Instant Love, I think I'll wind up playlisting as well too. Feel is probably the only one that maybe I'm still a little bit unsure about. But would love to hear, and I'm very excited to see what you guys have to say down in the comments below. But until then, until next time, take care of yourselves out there, stay safe, but most of all, and above all else, make sure that you guys are staying happy, and I'll see you guys in episode 5. Cheers.